So this one is a rock. It's kind of a long, strange rock, and the first person I painted a rock for was very into mermaids. So I thought, well, mermaids are easy to do on rocks. So I thought I'd do another mermaid. The other mermaid I did was very abstract. This one's a little more like a cartoon mermaid. So I like this idea that I just heard about, like, and paid attention to. I guess I heard enough people talking about it now that it's entered my consciousness that people are painting these rocks. And like putting the town on the back, like in Tally, they call them Tally rocks, and you're supposed to write that so that people know where the rock came from. And the idea being that when you find a painted rock like this, you pick it up and you deposit it in some other place. And if you decide to keep it, you replace it with another rock that you yourself have painted or that you acquired elsewhere. So the rocks can make it around the continental United States, probably, over time, from all over different places, all different artists or artistic people, or, you know, people who enjoy this kind of thing. I think I made her neck too narrow. But she's mythological, so she's got a mythological neck. So the first thing I did was I sprayed this rock, after I cleaned it, I sprayed it with a red primer. If you are at like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, over where their spray paints are, they have ones that are acrylic based and they have ones that are oil based. So if you're going to use acrylics, which I highly recommend, other than oils, you should make sure you're getting an acrylic spray paint, and you want one that's flat if you want this kind of marker to be able to grip the paint. So I sprayed this one with a flat red primer and paint in one. I don't even remember the brand. Sprayed a bunch of rocks this color. Because when I'm spraying one thing red, I'm going to see what else I can spray that's red, so that, you know, I'm doing more than one piece at a time. So I gave out the other red rocks last weekend at the Soma Art Market. Other artists painted them, and I'm going to be depositing those ones somewhere here in Gainesville, along with this one. And I think, here's a hint, I was thinking about starting it at my favorite sandwich shop. So I know they just put in a new deck. I'm assuming there's some landscaping rocks around there. Lots of people sit there and enjoy it, so that'd probably be a good place to put them. If you find one of my rocks, I don't mind if you keep it, and I don't mind if you pass it on. Either way, I'm happy that the rock maybe made someone smile, or have an enjoyable experience, or a good memory. Let's all make good memories. So I'm sure there must be people in Gainesville already doing this. See a rock, paint it with something preferably non-toxic, like an acrylic paint. Now when I'm all done with this, I'm going to spray it with a varnish. And you want to spray it with varnish because some of these kinds of paints will run when you brush them with varnish. So, again, there's ones you can pick up at Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot. Hands are difficult when you're doing it really small. Gotta think about what side the thumb's on. like the only time I have to stop and think, though. Most of the time I'm doing a James Joyce on the paintings. I can't remember what that's called. The writing style that James Joyce was famous for, where it just, oh, stream of consciousness. Yeah, so this would be kind of like a stream of consciousness thing if I were not talking right now. Actually, I think the talking helps me not think about what I'm painting, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. Just let it go wherever it wants to. But of course, your rocks don't have to be, you know, a work of art. I just think it's kind of fun to put a bunch of time into this and have someone find it. Just find it. And be, you know, if they're like me, they'll be like, oh, wow, this is cool. Someone really put some time into this. And if they're like someone else, they might be like, why would anyone bother? Her ear's kind of in a funny place, but again, mythological creature, different anatomy, blah, 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 blah. And nostril. See, there was kind of a dimple in the rock there, which becomes the dimple in her chin. Try not to fight against your rock. See what form is there inside the rock already. This one had room to be a mermaid. Oh, well, you can see that. So it's going to get a coat of varnish now, maybe more than one. Oh, and I have to write on the back, Gainesville Rocks.